Hey, what's up? I'm literally screen recording my actual workday. No prep, no script, just me building and improving our AI system. So, welcome to Raw AI Building in Public. So, today we're going to make sure we are improving our internal systems from the company that I'm part of, InfiniteX. The main focus is deal sourcing. Basically, deal sourcing is just connecting business owners that want to sell their business to buyers slash brokerages. So the buyers and brokerages can help those business sellers prepare their business into an exit. And we just use AI in the middle. So going back to what I was saying today, we're going to focus on improving our internal systems. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to be able to create another standardized tool for our AI call workflow. So you're going to see that we're going to create a new branch. And basically this tool purpose is just to update contact information up. I don't know how to write. Update contact information during the call. So if someone provides their name, phone number, or email, we're going to update that contact information from retail AI to go high level during the call. So it's going to be during the call. Okay. So we're going to go over this. Also, the second thing that we need to do is basically we need to update our AI call agent creation. So let me just give you context. So we have this amazing automation that basically builds the entire AI deal sourcing system from scratch in 30 minutes. And the main thing that we do here is we create the retail agent, the AI call agent, but this needs some improvements. First, we need to turn the voicemail off. We need to reduce the call duration to 15 minutes. The call duration also for when no one's speaking to 1 minute, so it ends the call. And also we need to update the standardized agent with the new tool that we're going to create. That is going to be called update_contact. And also we need to improve the prompt instructions. All right. So a little bit more about me. So I have been making content for almost 2 years now, focusing on AI automations and AI in general. I have spent more than 30 hours teaching people how to build AI automations, AI systems, and all of that. Okay. And I posted everything on my YouTube, so you can check it out. Also, before I joined InfiniteX, I was running my own agency, helping business owners automate their processes. But now we got to the point of me just focusing on deal sourcing. And as you can see here, our AI agent system processed more than 50 million last month on pipeline. Crazy. Not only us running the systems, but also our partners. And basically, all of our partners are going through this training program that I built from zero code experience, just using AI and my imagination to build this. And yeah, this is basically an AI game training platform that people are just liking somehow. Just cool stuff that I want to share about me, so you know me more. The third thing that I want to cover here is I do want to answer some of you guys' comments at the beginning of the video. So we have Mr. Nolach. I have a client. How much will it cost them to run this every month? All right, Nolach, I think that you were referencing the AI deal sourcing system, right? So a couple of things to be mentioned is we have this AI deal sourcing system graph that just explains everything. We start with lead sourcing. So lead sourcing costs you around 0.23 to 0.10 or 0.05 to source leads. So depending on the database that you're using, for example, ZoomInfo, that is like a high quality database. It costs you 0.23 cents per contact, and that's a bit expensive. But you can use Apollo, or you can use another lead sourcing platform. And obviously, the cost will depend on how much volume you want to do. Other than that, other costs come from OpenAI key that your agent is using. So every reply, the AI is going to be charging you some pennies. Same with the retail AI agent that we have here. So whenever someone just calls the number that they are getting the RVM from, RVM is just, if you guys don't know what RVM is, so an RVM is just a ringless voicemails. Like I mentioned, we obtain the list and we just send a straight MP3 file of our recording to an inbound call, like to the phone number. They receive an inbound call and then they just get a pre-recorded message to their voicemail. And that's how we do our ringless voicemails. We don't do outbound calls in volume. And then when they call that number, our AI call agent is going to answer. So the cost for retail, I don't know, let me check. All right, so the cost that I'm seeing here is around 0.10 cents, 11 cents per minute, okay? And then obviously here we have the cost for the RVM platform that we use. We use Drop Cowboy for sending the RVMs. And we use Twilio for sending the SMS. Either Twilio or Cameo. We use Cameo because it's less expensive because we're doing higher volume. But Twilio, you will take a look at Twilio cost per sending a message and you will find out your total cost. So yeah, with that being said, you will see here that we have like a quick math where we mentioned that if you have a campaign of 5,000 contacts, the campaign cost is 500. And it takes around 500 responses, 50 qualified people, 5 appointments, 1 deal. That helps you return this money. Cool. So going back here, I just want to let you guys know that you guys can drop a comment below. It will be greatly appreciated if you have any question. I'm here to answer that question for you. So let's get started. What's up, everyone? I don't know what episode this is, but welcome to Raw Building in Public. So we're just going to go over, you already know what are we working on today. I put a timer of 20 minutes, so we need to complete this in less than 20 minutes. So let's get started. So initially, I have notes here. Let me just pull them up. The first piece that we need to cover is creating the update contact tool. So as you know, we use Retail for our AI voice agent and also N8N as the main trigger workflow and where we handle all the tool calling and all of that. If you want to get more context on all the workflow pieces and all of our AI deal sourcing system, you can get it for free. Just hit the first link in the description. I just need your contact information because we're sending you a lot of sauce in this new opportunity and how we run this new business model, deal sourcing. And yeah, you just get this for free because we like you and we just want to give you free value. So please just check it out. You also have all the material here inside the workflows, so you can just learn how the systems work and what am I doing right now. Okay. So going back to what I was saying, we need to update the AI call workflow. And right now what we need to do is we need to create another branch of a tool that is going to be the update contact tool. Basically, what we want to do is during the call, we just want to update either the name of the contact, if it is provided and we don't have it, or the phone number or the email. Okay. So the first step that I need to do is I'm going to create a set field initially. I already have everything mapped in my head. This set field is going to be named similar to all these fields that we have initially. As you know, and if you have seen my videos, we use set fields just to store all the data coming from the webhook initially in just one place. So later on, we can reference that data in the set fields. Okay. That's the purpose of the set field. So I named this field update contact fields. And what I'm going to start adding is all the pieces that we need here. So basically the authorization token, the location ID, because we're using Go High Level as a CRM where we handle all the relationship management. And we need to be able to get their private integration token, location ID to make API calls outside of Go High Level. Okay. And we hard code these keys here. But we also need to reference some of the expressions that you see here in order to be able to run successfully all these processes. Okay. All right. So now that I'm done with that, as you can see, finish that. The next step will be making sure I create another route in this switch. So the switch is basically the route that, based on a call event happening in the webhook, we are just guiding the contact and the data flowing through one specific branch. Okay. So this step here is super important because it's just the one who guides the data flowing through the right branch. As you know, this is for the AI call agent, and all these tools, well, all these events are first the AI call inbound. So if someone calls inbound, like an inbound call, is going to go through this route. If it's outbound call, you're going to go through this route. This is getting triggered from Go High Level. Then call analyze. Every time the call ends, retail sends the call analyze. That's basically like the end of the call report. And then this is the tool trigger branches. Okay. So we need to add another branch here that is going to be update contact. Okay. So as you can see here, I created a new branch that is basically looking at the expression of the webhook that is coming. .item.json.body.name. This is basically the event name that is getting passed from Retail AI. So Retail AI is going to have a tool name update underscore contact, and then that if this expression has that value is going to go through this route. Okay, so let me just show you real quick. We go to retail. You can see this is the names of the actual tools that we have. We have send message, create underscore appointment, get free slots. So if we go back, you will see we have create underscore appointment. And this is the actual name of the event getting passed. So we send the specific contact through this route. But in this case, we're going to name this new tool update contact. So we're going to create a new tool. This is going to be a custom function. We're going to name it update underscore contact. Okay. We're going to work on the description in a bit, but let me just go back into this flow so I can save. So I'm just going to go here, save, and then connecting this branch to the set field that we have here. Okay. Also, I'm going to add, I was going to add this step. This is just coming from the template that we give for free to you guys. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it like this. So, okay. So now that we have this done, we can go back into retail. All right. So here's what we added to the custom function tool. The name still is the same. Update underscore contact. The description is updates or adds contact information during a conversation when a contact provides their personal details. This tool captures and updates the contact name, first and last, phone number, and email in the CRM. Use this when a contact mentions they have a new information or when collecting missing contact details. So beautiful. So here we just reference the actual webhook that we are passing this information to. So basically this workflow here, this is the webhook. And then we just specify the actual JSON body. So the actual JSON body looks like this. So we have an object that is getting passed, the first name object, and this is the first name of the contact if this is mentioned in the call. Then the last name of the contact if provided in the call. The phone number, the contact's phone number, and include code if provided. Also, I did mention the contact's phone number, so include country code if provided, and also make sure this is getting passed in E164 format, okay? And then for the email, just the contact's email address if it's getting provided. We're going to take out this required branch. So other than that, I think this looks pretty promising to just go test it. The response variables we're going to keep with speak after execution. I think that's the one that I like the most. So I'm just going to click on update. Another piece that we need to be actually adding something to is the prompt of the agent. So what is the agent without a prompt? It is not useful, okay? Well, I always give this analogy. So imagine you have an employee, you give them the tools needed, but you don't give the instructions on how to use those tools. So the prompt works the same. So you have to give instructions on how they need to be using the update_contact tool and how they need to be triggering that tool and what fields are required to be passed. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to go work on a tool description. So I'll be back in a bit. All right. So this is how it looks. So we have a section here in the prompt for update contact. We mentioned that this update contact tool captures contact information or updates incorrect details when the contact provides them during the conversation. And then we specify the parameters needing to pass, and then when to use the tool. As you can see here, we have some references of dynamic variables. Basically, these dynamic variables have a value inside. This value is the information that we're getting passed from Go High Level. So when we're triggering the tool either from inbound or outbound, we are passing all that information from Go High Level to Retail AI to initiate the conversation. And so the AI has context about the CRM behind. Okay. So as you can see here, if I call and the contact already exists in the CRM, is going to be passing my name, full name, phone number, and email. So a really well-established prompt indication for the agent. Also, if you take a look here, I added another specific section to specify how the natural navigation management needs to go in terms of like updating the contact information. So we have contact information handling, and then the same thing. If when you get to the point of scheduling an appointment and the contact details are missing, naturally go and ask these questions. Same with, and yeah, we just specify avoid robotic data collection, and yeah, you can take a look here and read it. But that's pretty much it. Super simple, straightforward. Now, the next step will be obviously publishing this. And let's just trigger a call. Let me just call the number. Hello?
Some activity on your account. Are you referring to the recent steps we've taken to set up your intro call, or is there something specific you'd like to discuss about your investment execution? Let me know what's top of mind for you right now.
So I think you didn't got my name right. Yes, my name is Josh. Josh.
Thanks, Josh. I've updated your information so we have it correct from now on. Is there anything else you'd like to clarify, or would you like to continue discussing your international property interest?
Yes. So there's a couple of things. My name is Josh Walter, and what's my email that you have on the system?
Thank you for clarifying, Josh Walter. The email I currently have on file for you is Enrica Mark.
Yes, my email is joshwalter1@gmail.com.
Perfect, Josh Walter. I've updated your email to joshwalter1@gmail.com and made sure your name is correct in our system. Is there anything else you'd like to update, or would you like to talk more about your international property interest?
What's the phone number? What's the phone number you have in the system?
The phone number I have on file for you is plus, is that correct? Or would you like me to update it?
Yes, update to the last digit is a 3.
Thank you, Josh. I've updated your phone number to end with 899-2003. All your contact details are now correct in our system. Would you like to continue discussing your international property interests, or is there anything else you'd like to update?
Okay, cool. So we had that conversation with her. She passed all the information correctly. And if we take a look at the actual CRM, I was going to say, if we take a look at the actual CRM, we have everything updated. But no, we got all the executions, as you can see here. She's triggering the tool effectively. Let's just take a look in a bit on seeing what information is getting passed. So I know that we updated pretty much all the 4 parameters getting passed. So first name, last name, email, and phone number. So we did saw like 3 executions here. So this is one. This is the phone number execution. This is the email and last name execution. And this is the first name execution. So we're going to start with the first name execution. So I'm going to copy the editor. Okay. So here we have like everything getting passed from the actual webhook. So let me just scroll down and we will see my contact getting passed as first name. So Josh is, as you can see here, we are triggering the tool update contact and we are passing this arguments, just ARGS. Okay. So I just reference my name here, but we're going to change this to first name, but we're going to do it in snake case because I like snake case. First name getting passed. And then I'm just going to save. And then I'm going to open the second execution. I'm going to copy the editor again. And here is where we are passing the actual last name correctly. So I'm just going to reference the last name here. Boom, boom, boom. Here is going to be last name. And please just make sure you reference the actual node where this is coming from with webhook.im.json. So I'm going to do that here also. And lastly, the actual email. So I'm going to reference the email here. And this is just going to be name. New. I'm going to name it new email. And voila, here we have. I'm going to take out some of these pieces here. Like the start time, calendar ID, we don't need it. And yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, click save, and just grab the last execution, that is the phone number. We're scrolling down and we'll see the new phone number getting passed. So this is going to be new number, and this is going to be just email. I'm going to change it to just email. All right, so we save and we continue to the next steps. All right, so as you can see, we are passing now that information from the set field to search contact and go high level. And this search contact and go high level, we just need the contact ID. So the contact ID in go high level, okay? So we can make the proper update of the contact based on the ID that we graph here. And then we just update the proper contact with the right information that is getting stored here. And we just reference it here. You might be asking, how am I triggering all those API calls? Well, I'm using the Go High Level API documentation, as you can see here. And I just went straight into the update contact step. And they're required the contact ID, as you can see here, contact ID. And also they required authorization token, obviously, to make API calls outside of Go High Level. And also this body. So the body that we are using is just like this little piece of just grabbing their email, last name, well, just updating the first name, last name, email, and phone number, as you can see here. That's all we need. So this is how the update contact information body of the HTTP request looks like. We are referencing a put method, and this is the URL reference from the API documentation from Go High Level. then the private integration token here to make the API call, the proper header parameters required, and then the JSON looks something like this. This is first name, last name, email, and phone number that we are going to update inside the contact. And this is getting reference from the set update fields. So you can see here, we are passing first name, last name, email, phone number. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to click on execute step, and this will be working effectively. But first, what I want to do is just show you how my contact looks inside Go High Level. As you can see here, I have as a first name, Enrique, last name, testing. This is my email and this is my phone number. And once I click on execute step here, give me 1 second, execute workflow, you will see that we successfully updated the contact. So if we go back and we just refresh, as you can see here, we have all the custom fields in the contact updated. The first name, last name, email, and phone number updated based on the conversation that I had with the agent. Okay. So yeah, we just actually finished all those pieces here. So what I'm going to do next, well, I'm just going to copy this 2 steps and we are done. As you can see here, this step is just referencing the update contact information node and seeing if this actual API call succeed. Okay. So if this is true, we just selected boolean. It's true. It goes through the true branch, and then we just let the retail agent know that we updated the contact successfully. That's it. And if this goes false, it means that we didn't execute the update contact effectively. So we go to we had an issue updating the contact. Right now, this is getting an error because the actual webhook that happened is not going on right now. So NNN just cannot respond with this webhook. But yeah, this is done. So we finished this mission. Nice. Let's go to the next one. All right. So another piece that I mentioned at the beginning of the video is that I have to develop this tool inside our automated creation of the multi-agent, automated creation of the actual retail agent. So we do have this automation that is basically just an automation to be able to develop your entire AI deal sourcing system in 30 minutes. Behind of this automation, it is a video game where you just go over video game steps. Like it is like an onboarding game of asking you for specific fields that makes all this happen and makes all this work. So here we have the create multi-state LLM and then creating the agent. So what we are going to do here is basically we just created a new tool that we're going to standardize for all of our workflows and pieces. So what I want to do is to be able to add that specific tool here. As you can see here, we have the get free slots, we have the create appointment, and we have the send message. And as you can see here, we do have the same tools on the agent. It's just that we're missing update contact. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to iterate and get the JSON, corresponding JSON to be able to add the new tool here. All of this is based on the retail API reference. If you scroll down to create retail LLM, this is the API call that we use to be able to create the LLM outside of retail and then import it into our retail organization. So yeah, this is basically what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add the specific stuff required, like the name of the tool, what type it is, the description, a bit more about these pieces here. And yeah, just place it here and I will show you guys how it looks. All right. So what I just did, let me just put my avatar because Claude doesn't let me show everything. So what I just did is I just bring to Claude the entire JSON for the API call to create the LLM. with retail. And then I just specify that I want to be able to just add the update contact tool to the JSON. I already had a conversation with him about developing the tool, the prompts, and all the things that you have seen. And he came up with this JSON. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to paste it because I know it's right. Because Claude doesn't fail. And yes, I'm going to change a bit of the description here. It's taking out these pieces. And yeah, this is all. This is beautiful. So what we're going to do next is, all right, so this is done. This is well established. So another thing that I mentioned is that I want to be able to, the agent that we create right now at this moment has a voicemail detection. I want to actually take that voicemail detection and put it off. And also the call duration when we create the agents is more than 10 minutes. So I want to reduce that to 1 minute. And yes, that's pretty much it. And the reason why I want to share these videos of me raw AI building in public is to show the possibilities of AI and also automations. I want to make you guys be experts and just expand you guys' possibilities on what's possible with automations and all the things that you can be able to do. Okay. So that's the main reason why I do these videos. Okay. So this was actually super easy. So what I just did is I just went into the create agent API call because that's the one that we are using for the next step. That is first creating the multi-state LLM agent and then creating the actual agent itself. Okay. So here, what we do have is this is where we are actually needing to edit the voicemail of call duration to just 15 minutes. And if a call goes to just silence, end the call in a minute. So that's what I told him to do, to basically understand the entire API documentation for creating an agent. And then I just specify the requirements that I need and the changes that I need specifically. That is voicemail detection off, silent timeout, just go to 1 minute and call duration to 15 minutes. And I told him to just highlight where he made the changes so I can understand how to do this later. And yeah, he just gave me this. So I'm just gonna copy and I will agree that everything's right because it looks right to me. So I'm gonna go back to my place. So here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, well, just wanna know where does it end. So it ends at post call analysis data. So what I need to do is I need to take out this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this part here. Boom. Take out this part here. Boom. 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 And take out this part here. Boom. And here we have. Just going to take this out. This is just like the explanation. Boom. And I think we're not missing anything. I'm just going to give it to Claude. I just wanted to make sure that the syntax and the JSON was not broken. So I just give it to Claude and he said that I'm ready to go. Cool. So now we are going to test if the changes that we made are working or not. So we're just going to click test step. We created the LLM. Now the agent. Cool. So now we take a look at retail. We can see that our agent got created. Please subscribe and like the video if you are liking the video in general. So please leave me a like, subscribe, because I will appreciate it. And a couple of things that I need to make sure I have correctly. So first, the functions. Yes, we got our new tool created. So this is really nice. Another piece is the actual call settings. So voicemail detection off. That's nice. Call on silence 1 minute, and max call duration is 15 minutes. Cool. So we did cover everything that we said that we had to do in this session. So I'm really happy about this. Please, like I mentioned, leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to continue seeing this type of content, just let me know in the comments and let's keep rolling. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.